Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3-Day Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. The return man decides to signal for their catch. First down here for this offense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle at the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. What a diving catch way downfield. Big game.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball's thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
They're going to run it here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up for the 1st and goal from the 8.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
And the defense brings him down.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A dangerous place on the field. Are they going to run the ball to get some breathing room or be more aggressive? Fights off a defender. Can't get past the 2, but at least avoid the safety. Important 2nd down play coming up. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
I think think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty, and they get it going again here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That's a design quarterback keeper. The Seminoles looking to keep this drive rolling. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Seminoles will line up here on 1st down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, goals.
Hey, it's 1st and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Eludes a tackle. They bring him down to the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going. A solid run, good for 1st down yardage.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 34. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Bringing pressure. And this one is caught.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The important third down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
It's fourth down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Hicks. Breaking tackles.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. That's real in. It's Carter.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And there's the handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the return decides to signal for their catch. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. Quick throw to the left. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs. Defense comes down.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. On the run, it's Hicks. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. The sure hands. It's Hicks. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result was a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down and goal upcoming. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Grab down the middle. It's Brown.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made over the middle. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. The Knowles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's tackled after the catch. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's Glenn. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. First down and goal.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this stop.
Oh, waiting for the end zone. Now the ball comes loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense setting in for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long and a 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Back to pass. It's Arnold. Quick throw to the left side. And he pulls in the catch. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half. It's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you're doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Gain moves it to the 35. First down again. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass hauled in inside the 15. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Sooners line up with a first and goal. They'll try the option play here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. That's caught. It's Powell. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff to the single back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Looking to throw. It's Glenn. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They look to throw it here on second down. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. And the Seminoles will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first one of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 10. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. And they'll use the ground game here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Noles pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And in first down, right back to the running game. And the Knowles are in the red zone now. To throw, it's Glenn. Pressure is coming. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play after that completion. With the catch, it's Williams. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Remember, last time this was a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Linebacker shifting around now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense really clicking.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Turner decides to fair catch this. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Grab behind the line. It's Hill.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great...
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Single back takes the handoff. In the clear at the 25. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he speed.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Scanning the field. It's Glenn. The receiver makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Third down play. Looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Here we go.
And he'll set up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. Breaks loose at the 40. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Hicks. He stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They'll run it from the gun. And the Sooners looking to keep this drive moving.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Play action here on first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Sooners will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Back to throw. It's Glenn. Looking for the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot back.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand.
Okay, ready?
A new set of downs after that completion.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags with the throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back.
Ready,
Here's the second down play.
moves.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Seminoles with 1st and 10 here.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Ready,
Now it's second down here.
set.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.